Hi, I'm Samantha, and the story I'm about to tell you is a pretty messed up one. I've always been the kind of girl who's up for a laugh. And I guess you could say I kind of like the attention I get from my friends when I do something crazy. My parents are sick and tired of how often I get in trouble at school. It's not as if I do anything bad, just the odd prank now and again, which my teachers and family don't much appreciate. But hey, don't most teenagers and young adults enjoy this? So, this past summer I went away to summer camp as usual. I always have the most awesome time there, and I think my parents enjoy the peace and quiet of having me out of the house. Don't get me wrong. I'm sure my parents love me and enjoy my company, but they're both kind of tired of all the trouble I make, and I'm sure they deserve some time without me. So, I was talking about the summer camp. The summer camp I go to is just the best. It's in this forest, and there are loads of lakes for us to swim in, and they even have horses. I love horse riding, but my favorite thing about camp is the cabins we stay in. It's like being in a treehouse, and all my friends are there, and we get to stay up super late and eat chocolate and drink soda, and no one is there to tell us to stop. We usually play games in the cabin, and one night we decided to play Truth or Dare. I love this game because it's so funny, especially the dares. They require courage and openness, and I wanted to prove to my friends that I am really as cool as they think I am. So that's why I always choose Dare. Plus, truth can be so boring. And anyway, I don't want anyone to know who I have a crush on or that I still cuddle my teddy bear at night. So that night, I chose Dare. It was Sarah who dared me to do it. She looked at me with her flashlight and shining it right in my eyes, she said, "I dare you to sneak into the camp kitchen and steal the chocolate cake from the fridge." Now, I never say no to a dare, no matter how scary or dangerous it might be. Plus, I didn't want to look like a scaredy cat in front of the other girls. I immediately jumped up and headed towards the kitchen. Sarah and a couple of the others followed me. We had to be careful not to get caught, so we crept along quietly. I reached the kitchen, only to discover that it was locked. What now? I looked up and noticed that one of the dining hall windows was open. I decided I'd just climb the tree and slip through the window, no problem. I was wrong. Oh, I was so wrong. I completely miscalculated it and I fell. I fell so hard that I didn't know what happened next. All I remember is waking up and seeing my mum looking down at me, crying her eyes out. I couldn't feel my body, and when I glanced down, I realized I was covered in white bandages. During the fall, I broke both my legs and my right arm and 6 of my ribs. I couldn't believe it. The doctor said I was lucky to be alive. What? Was it really that bad and serious? But I was just playing a game. I felt like such a fool. I wanted to run away and hide. All of this pain for a stupid dare? For a stupid chocolate cake? Mum said Sarah was really upset and had been the one to run and get help, and she'd even confessed that it was her fault I'd been up in the tree in the first place. But it wasn't Sarah's fault. It was all my fault. I ended up spending 2 months in a wheelchair and another 3 months with crutches. I had to learn to write with my left arm, and obviously I missed out on a whole summer of camp. I know the fall was an accident, but it almost ruined my life. I could have seriously died. Why do crazy bad things need to happen for us to realize how precious life is? I've definitely learned my lesson. I won't be sneaking off to steal chocolate cake again, that's for sure. And I definitely won't be climbing any trees in the dark. And okay, maybe I'll lay off Truth or Dare for a bit too. I'm not allowed to go back to summer camp next year, and I doubt my parents will even let me out of their sight until then. And I also realized something else. I don't need to do silly dares to get people to like me. I don't need to try and be cool. It's not cool to try and steal things or to break rules. I am so uncool right now. But this accident is helping me to become a better person. So at least there's that. What do you think of this story? Feel free to share your comments and stories in the comments section below. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel.